There's no place I'd rather be.
Hey guys, welcome back to Talking Blues. Welcome back to another video. We hope you're all doing well today. We're your hosts, Ben and Mark. Thank you so much for joining us today, guys, for this match preview for Chelsea versus Salzburg. It's been a long time since we've done a video, and you know, it is unfortunate. Circumstances have stopped us from doing things. You know, not a lot of news has been out, so we can't really do anything. We haven't really been able to do anything at all. So it has been quiet, and we do apologise for the no videos, but we can only do what we can do. But we're back now. We're hoping to get more videos out to you now that the news is coming back out. You know, I think it's a real exciting time, you know, especially with Graham Potter joining the club. You know, that happened last week, and we didn't really get any news about it until yesterday. No, Saturday even. But, you know, it is what it is. But guys, thank you so much for joining us. And, you know, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video out as much as possible, guys. It really helps us out. You know, we're on our way to 200 subscribers, and that's amazing. You know, thank you so much for joining us. If you are new to the channel. Now, let's get into today's match preview. So, tomorrow Chelsea play RB Salzburg at 8 o'clock at Stamford Bridge, live in the Champions League. It's so exciting. It's nice to have Champions League football back. Graham Potter's first game in charge. He had a lot to say in the press conference today. We'll get into that in a bit. Dad, your thoughts on Graham Potter as a whole?
Yeah, I think Graham Potter is... you know, an exceptionally great manager. You know, we just got to look at his record at Brighton. He's really turned that team around. You know, they're exhilarating to watch. And, you know, who'd have thought Brighton being fourth in the Premier League? You know, he's done something right there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and I think, you know, on Graham Potter coming to Chelsea, it's a breath of fresh air. Yeah. And the way he's expressed himself and how he will carry out his duties as manager. And first and foremost, you know, giving the lads, the players, you know,
mentor section.
A good mentor section, yeah. First, like he said, you know, treat them as human beings, yeah. You know, treat them with fairness. You know,
teach them the respect.
The respect, yeah. You know, respect in the dressing room,
and teach them to respect their opposition as well, and to
and
carry themselves well.
This is what I see. You know, and this man is very intelligent. He has a degree in like sports psychology, social sciences, and I think, you know, he can, you know, have that magic wand, recipe, whatever you want to call it, to turn this around and get the respect of the players. To get out there and reach their full potential.
But yeah, look, you know, it's exciting. I like Graham Potter. A few things he said in the press conference today about how he met with the owners and how there was intense conversations about the plan. And there is a plan in place for the club. And do you know what he said? It sounded like a really everything was positive. You know, he was really happy with how things went. So he signed a 5-year deal, which was nice. Which is nice to hear. You know, a bit of longevity with a manager. We don't usually have that. We usually have the hire and fire sort of attitude, especially when we have Roman Abramovich in charge. You know, we were successful with that, but you know, I think Graham Potter coming in now is a breath of fresh air.
I think one of the things as well, you know, that Graham Potter is speaking, you know, as in regards to the team, is that, you know, they must have this positive mental attitude, and, you know, the body and the mind must be working harmoniously for them to reach their full potential and get the best out of the players. And I think, you know, he has the key, you know,
I agree,
to unlock this box type of thing and, you know, release their full potential on the pitch. Yeah, so that they are, you know, working at the highest caliber and, you know, winning games, scoring goals, and put us back on track, you know, and show that we are the best team in the Premier League.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with that. And do you know what? I think it's going to be a journey. There are going to be some rocky roads and some bumps in the
There
road
always
and
is.
whatnot.
Always
But
is.
I think Graham Potter is going to get us going in the right direction. He's got youth on his side. He has experience from the lower leagues upwards. He's never managed a Champions League club or a club of this magnitude before, so it's interesting to see if he's up to the test. But I do think he's going to be up to the test, and I do think he's going to do a good job at Chelsea. But yeah, let's get into the RB Salzburg, the Chelsea game versus RB Salzburg. So obviously we know it's Graham Potter's first game in charge. Chelsea have never faced RB Salzburg in a competitive game, only in friendlies, I believe. I haven't double checked that properly, but I think it's only friendlies we played against RB Salzburg, and we know they're a good team. We know they like to build players, sell them off to Leipzig and German clubs and so on.
This is an Austrian team, isn't it?
Yeah, an Austrian team, and they've got a good manager in charge. I can't remember his name, but he's a youthful manager. I think he's like only 38, 39. He's a good manager. He knows his stuff. It's a very technical team, very possession based, pressing based, and I think that's interesting to see. In regards to our formation and what we're going to do and how we're going to set up, we don't know. Graham Potter has given no indication at all, and this is difficult for us to do in match previews because we just don't know what Graham Potter is going to do.
See, by giving tactics away, yeah, you're feeding the enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is sport, but in all types of sport, whether it be rugby, boxing, even times of war, you never give out your tactics or really sell your training tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the one thing I've done research on it today, and of recent, over the last few years, RB Salzburg have played a 4-1-2-1-2.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of midfield, making it compact, being energetic in the middle of the park, where we lack a lot of creativity and patience. And I've done research on Potter, and he's been playing the 3-5-2, sort of a mixed 3-5-2 if I've looked at it properly, but it's going to be interesting. It's Chelsea's first game since Thomas Tuchel's last game in charge of the club at Dynamo Zagreb and Chelsea. We won't talk about that too much. But also Thomas Tuchel did come out and give a statement. It was a very heartwarming statement on how he felt about the club, how he loved the club. So Thomas Tuchel, we wish you all the best for the future, mate.
Yeah.
But let's carry on with this. The preview. So what we've done is we've built a lineup based on what we think Graham Potter is going to do based on past games with Brighton, how he's going to set up, what formation is he going to go with. So we've looked at it and we've come up with a team that we think he's going to put out. So guys, this is our team. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, but let's get straight into the team and we'll give you our team news. So starting in goal, we have Kepa Arrizabalaga. As we know, Graham Potter gave the press conference and said Edouard Mendy is injured. He will not feature. Also, guys, by the way, we have gone with a 3-5-2. Dad, your thoughts on Kepa in goal?
Yeah, I think Kepa, the majority of his time can, produce the goods and, does some remarkable saves. Yeah, he's an overall great goalkeeper, when he's on his game. Yeah, I'm happy to have him there, after Mendy's performances over the last few games. It's just it is a breath of fresh air to see.
I sometimes question Kepa. I sometimes question Kepa with his mistakes because he has been known to be lackadaisy about things and make mistakes and make silly little errors that he shouldn't be making. But I do trust him in goals for this one. I think it'll be worthwhile, and I think he fits into Graham Potter's system because he can play out of the back. It's good. He's good with his feet, and he has been in good form recently. But moving into the back three, so as we knew, we've gone through a 3-5-2. We have Wesley Fofana, Thiago Silva, and Kalidou Koulibaly. I feel like this back three is going to give Graham Potter and the Chelsea team some solidity. It's going to give us something to work off, a base to work off. Dad, your thoughts on the back three for Fofana, Silva, and Koulibaly?
Yeah, a bit of a solid brick wall there. Like I say, hard to penetrate these, and you know the three of them, being tried and tested, and they come up with the goods and defend. So I think I am happy with the three.
Yeah, I'm happy with the three. I think Fofana being in there and Koulibaly gives us that pace.
Yeah.
To support Thiago Silva at 38 years old, he's got loads left in him. He's got loads left in the tank. Pace isn't one of his attributes though, but I feel like he's really going to guide this team. Moving into the wing backs, I've gone with we've gone with Reece James and Marco Cucurella. Marco Cucurella based on the fact that he's worked with Potter before, and Reece James on the fact that Reece James is Reece James. Dad, your thoughts on the wing backs?
Yeah, I'll start with Marco Cucurella. I think, over the last few games, he's shown a lot of willing. He's fought hard in each game. He has great pace and great skill. Reece James, as always, there are games where, Reece has been a bit lackadaisical himself, and been below par. But I'm quite happy with them too. Yeah, they, make a good combination together.
Yeah, and I do think, Marco Cucurella, working with Graham Potter before at Brighton, I think it gives Graham Potter an opportunity to do something he already knows, and to put Cucurella in that left wing back position. But Cucurella can also play in the left centre back position, so who knows? We may see Cucurella as a centre back at some point. Moving on into the midfield, we've gone with Mateo Kovacic and Danis Zakaria, because I feel like this is the time now where Graham Potter is going to come in and change the team. And I feel like he's going to want to work with that midfield and try and find a midfield that's going to work. But those two in the double six always works well. Zakaria not played yet for Chelsea. Kovacic, as always, exceptional player. And I think it'll work well. Dad, your thoughts on Zakaria and Kovacic?
Yeah, first, Zakaria, he's making a debut playing in the midfield for Chelsea. I don't know a lot about his football, but, let's see how it pans out there. As I say, come to Kovacic. Kovacic, he's, to me, is a bit of a 50-50 player. He can play a great game, then he can play an abysmal game. But I hope, that the mindset of all these players now change under the new regime of Graham Potter.
Yeah, I mean, what I can tell you about Danis Zakaria, Dad, is that he is a good player. He's tall, he's strong, he's quick. He's a defensive-minded player. Can get forward, can also play as a centre back. So that's interesting to know that he could play as that centre back role if one of our.
Is this the one who come from Villa?
Juventus.
Oh, Juventus.
Come from Juventus.
Yeah.
And I think he's a good player, and I do think he will do well. Moving on into the number 10 position, Mason Mount, because I think Potter's going to make him shine. I think Potter's going to do wonders with him. Potter likes to play a high pressing game, aggressive football. Fast-paced energy. Mason Mount is all that. Mason Mount has plenty of energy, plenty of aggression, plenty of pressing ability. He can be creative, and I do think that this is the opportunity now to give him another go in the team. Dad, your thoughts on Mason Mount?
Over the last few games, I think since the season has started, he has been a bit below par. Bit sloppy to what he normally would play. But I think, under Graham Potter, he would, as you said, shine and hope, that they can turn this around and get him back to winning ways and get the best out of him again.
Yeah, I hope so, because I know Graham Potter likes to work with these sorts of players that press high and are aggressive off the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Mount in the number 10. And in the front two positions, I've gone with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Raheem Sterling. Like, what can I say? I think we need to see Aubameyang play. I do think we need to see Aubameyang play because, he's energetic. We haven't seen him at full potential yet because he's only played one game for Chelsea. But I do think he will shine under Potter. I do think he He's quick. He's quick. He can get in behind the defence. You know, he can play drop deep as well. You know, but I think he'll really shine. Raheem Sterling, 3 goals this season already. Looks in fantastic form. And, you know, I just feel like Raheem Sterling will really, you know, give Aubameyang someone to feed off. You know, Sterling will give Aubameyang the passes and the space, will create the space that he needs. Dad, your thoughts on Aubameyang and Sterling?
Yeah, I think what you've got here, you know, and in time will tell, is a bit of a dynamic duo. You know, these two could, you know, work exceptionally well together. I feel that there could be some chemistry, you know, between these two players. You know, being fed from the back and through the mount and into these two, you know, we could just be, you know, a whole new team, exceptional, dangerous to any other teams, you know. And I think, you know, with Aubameyang, look at the amount of goals he scored at Arsenal, and you know when he was playing for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Then you've got, you know, Sterling. Sorry. He is a dangerous player. He scored 3 goals this season. You know, his record at you know, Man City speaks volumes itself. I think, you know, we have, you know, a whole new front system here. And like I say, I think, you know, the chemistry is going to be immense between the two of them. And let's, you know, wait and see. You know, only time will tell. And I'm hoping, you know, that we're going to be exceptional in our goal scoring.
Yep, exactly. So, guys, this is our team. Let us know your thoughts. Let's go back to the main camera now, and we'll give you our predictions. So, moving on into predictions. So, based off what I know of Potter, based off what I've seen from like Salzburg, the style of play they play, the style of play Potter plays, it's dynamic. You know, both dynamic, both good passing, dynamic football, aggression from both teams. I think it's going to be a good game. I think RB Salzburg are going to come at us. They're going to give it a good shot. You know, they've got some good players in Noah Okafor. You know, they've got they used to have Brendan Aronson, who now plays for Leeds. They also used to have I can't remember his name now. Plays for Dortmund now. But I know they have Benjamin Sesko on the bench. You know, a young 18-year-old lad who's really got a lot of potential.
I think they're no pushovers.
No, they're no pushovers.
No,
so based on the fact that they're no pushovers, the team I put together, what we've put together, you know, the fact that Salzburg are going to come at us and give it a go, I'm going to predict 3-1. I feel like it's a prime opportunity now for us to get our first win under Potter and really start building something here at Chelsea. Dad, your prediction?
Well, my prediction is 2-1.
Okay, and why did you predict that?
I predict 2-1. I think, you know, given the levels of the two teams, and our new management, and you know, I hope that this does work. You know, when we become, you know, exceptional and excel to the highest level. And I think this is the type of game we should be playing: fast-paced football. And you know, my prediction is 2-1. I do see Aubameyang and Raheem Sterling scoring.
Yep, and that's a good prediction. So 2-1. That's a good prediction.
Yeah.
You know, it's a solid win to start us off under Potter's reign, and I do think it'd be a good game. But guys, you know, let us know your thoughts on the game as a whole. And look, we're going to move on to our player of the day now.
Player of the day.
And player of the day today is our second midfielder. Obviously, you know we're playing a 4-4-2 formation. We have asked for comments. We haven't got anything back as of yet. So we're going to continue making our team. We're going to put it together ourselves for now until you start commenting with your thoughts on the players that we should put in. So the player we put in today is Frank Lampard. You know, I think he's 400 odd appearances. I haven't got the exact stats on me at the moment. But you know, Frank Lampard, 400 odd appearances for Chelsea, 3 league titles, a Champions League, 6 FA and League Cups. Dad, your thoughts on Lampard?
Yeah, you know, Super Frankie Lampard. biggest legend at Chelsea. I've got to say, you know, the highest goal scoring record of all time. You just look back over Frank's career, you know, at Chelsea, and it's amazing, you know, how he scored, you know, from, you know, outside the pitch. Yeah, not the pitch.
The box, you mean?
Outside the box. Yeah, you know, the the intensity and power on his shots. He was just an amazing midfielder.
Yeah.
And I think he was the best, you know, in the Premier League. People do sort of like
Steven Gerrard, Lampard.
yeah, Steven
argument.
Gerrard, Lampard.
I have no
the
time for that
comparison
argument.
between the two of them, but to me, Lampard comes up trumps every time.
Exactly.
Great penalty taker as well. You know,
Lampard for penalties was
you know
exceptional.
how many people ever saved his penalties?
It was a rarity for a goalkeeper to save one, and when it did happen, it was an unusual.
Yeah.
It was unusual.
Yeah.
But guys, that's our player of
Yeah.
the day. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section for our next match preview for your next player of the day going into the left midfield now. But guys, that's the end of today's video. Hope you've all enjoyed the video.
Yep.
You know, thank you so much to everyone who's watched today. You know, I hope you've all enjoyed it. You know, this has been the match preview for Chelsea versus RB Salzburg, Potter's first game in charge. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below on our lineups, your team news, and the predictions we put out on the player of the day. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Before we end the video as well, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell icon on to be notified when we upload, and share this video out as much as possible, guys. It really helps us out.
Tell everyone.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. You know, you're supporting the channel. It's amazing. We're back now full time.
Great, guys.
You know, so we're going to be back. Don't forget the watch along will be tomorrow as well. Really looking forward to that.
Look forward to seeing you.
That'll be 7:30 start time. Make sure you're there for it. We'd love to have you there.
Welcome.
Until then, guys, take care, and we'll see you guys in the next in the watch along tomorrow. Bye, guys.